Hello and welcome to the third episode of this Lithium Man challenge run. Our hero, first timer, the Trollish Barbarian, found Dwarf Town, and we did some herb farming, and uh, off recording I identified some items. I didn't really find anything all that useful. The bracers of toughness are okay. We get 1 point of toughness, and I did find a crystal of knowledge, which will increase our learning, but I'm not gonna use it yet. I'm gonna wait that we have our learning at potential. So the current learning is 3 and the potential is 5, and with the crystal of knowledge we can actually increase our learning above the potential. On the other hand, with training with Garth we can only increase it to the potential. So first we go and train with Garth. And now actually I cannot remember if I already paid him, so I'm gonna wait a little while. And I'm gonna take the second quest from the ancient dwarf, which is to venture deeper in the caverns of chaos. They suggest that we have two options. We have a shortcut through a forest, and then the other route is through the dwarven halls. And well, the dwarven halls might be quite dangerous for us. We have no means of teleporting, and we have, well, we do have a couple potions of invisibility, so in an emergency we might utilize those, but I think we'll be the most safe option would be to cross the forest. And I'm just going to quickly check if the shop has restocked, and it has, so now we can identify some new items. Oh, there is a sling of accuracy, and oh, they're both pretty cheap. Yeah, I think I'm gonna buy the sling of accuracy. It's much better than our current one. Earring of speed, too expensive. Same with the cloak. A scroll of teleportation. Well, while it is handy, only one doesn't really do us much good, but oops, wrong item. I am going to buy it for emergencies. Helm of mental stability is also very useful, but not so critical yet. Let's see if we can carry enough. Yes, we can still do the exploit at least once more. And then we can add a bit, and then I'm gonna continue on. And let's go and find the animated forest. Oh, and obviously I need to equip the sling of accuracy. Oh, one thing also, I ditched the heavy club. I found this adamantium shield and a mithril warhammer, so it's a little bit more safe to be using a shield and a one-handed weapon. And also we are a barbarian with high strength, so we'll be fine with one-handed weapons for basically most of the game, unless we find something really amazing some really amazing two-handed weapon. Well, goal now is to find any means of digging so I can utilize the altars that I have found, especially the one that is right above, or was it below? I think it's right above. No, it's below. It's right below the big room. So we could lure monsters from the big room to that altar if we can just find a means of digging, so we can get rid of that wall that is blocking the altar from like 3 sides, because it is in the corner. Okay, here. An ancient site. This is a guaranteed artifact and always guarded by a stone golem. And we should be strong enough to take it down pretty easily. Even though our clubs and hammers skills, we just started using a warhammer, so it's really low now, but it'll go up quickly. And we'll pick up the ancient site. It's not so useful as a weapon, but there is a use for it. We can use it to curse items and create potions of raw chaos. And there is our learning increase. Actually, we are so... Let's see if we can... wonder if we could sell some stuff to get enough. Well, we can do it later. And now, because we have the wand of knocking, I'm not gonna risk kicking down every door to avoid unnecessary damage. Some bees should be no problem for us now. We are poison resistant and really quite strong. Just gonna pick up some stuff for selling, and also these corpses to train up our food preservation skill. Kick the hive. Okay, we go straight to the queen. It should be pretty easy. Okay, we are poisoned, but that's okay. Let's train up some first aid also. I keep forgetting to use first aid when I take even a little bit of damage. It would be smart, because every use of it trains it, and you can only use it when you have taken damage, like only on the the next turn. If you wait too long, then you cannot use it anymore. And got the beeswax, just in case our other beeswax gets destroyed somehow. It's good to have a backup of things that are important. You never know when you might get a bit unlucky and something important is destroyed. Let's see. Our sling skill. I want to get at least to 6 before I start trading something else, because we have so many rocks. I think we can... it's probably best to keep using slings right now. And I will do a little bit of melee also to train up the hammer skill. For example, this is a good room to train the hammer. These lowly wolves they are no match for us. And they probably will drop some corpses. We can eat this. Now I am hoarding quite a bit of items, because they are a source of income, and we are so strong we can carry a lot, so I'm just making use of it. A shadow I would prefer to kill in range, but probably cannot hit us. We have quite a bit of protection value now because of the shield and also the spiked boots. No, we don't have to be too afraid of well, for a while at least, we should be quite safe from the normal melee enemies, excluding those that have special attacks that are dangerous for us. Hey, you feel excited, so that means there is a lesser vault here. Here is one downstairs. This is probably the floor where there are two sets of downstairs. The other leads to the forest and the other to the dwarven halls. Okay, so the... Okay, this is a tension room, I think. A mixed one, so there is a cat. I'm going to back up a bit, and maybe I can... Okay, there's a spectre. They don't have an aging attack, but they do have a stat draining attack. I think they drain toughness or strength. But they should not be able to punch through our armor. A grey ooze will corrode a weapon that is not made out of adamantium or better, I think, or mithril. Anyway, ranged is preferred. I'm gonna do a few hits with the sling just to train up the skill. And now to deal with the cat. Okay, it's pretty slow. And I do have a wand of door creation, so maybe I will just do it like this. Ah, too slow. No matter, we can easily outpace the cat, so it's good. We are still okay with the cat lord. One thing I did forget to do is remove the rust from the Amulet of Reaction. Probably could have done that in Dwarf Town, but I'm just can't be bothered to go back now. So we'll just risk it. Okay, there's the other set of downstairs. Let's check which one it is. Okay, this is the Dwarven Halls. I'm just gonna take a little peek. Ooh. Wow. So, a prime example of why you should never be careless in this game. Okay, this Dwarven Halls is a special levels. It is of a much higher danger level than the previous floor. I think it's around 40 even, or something like that. Or maybe the second level of Dwarven Halls goes up to 40 and this is like 20 something. But anyway, everything is much more dangerous, including traps. Now I'm stunned. Okay, the stun goes away. Do I have any means of healing other than this one? Okay, I have a blessed Spensweed. I'm gonna use that right now and go back. Yeah, that was quite dumb, and we are extremely lucky to make it out alive. Well, another lesson in respect of this game's dangers. Now let's do some more healing. I think we can. Oh, and one more thing I forgot to mention is I did get 6 blessed moss patches of Marelon, so I can train my dexterity. 6 blessed ones are guaranteed to give you an increase, so I'm gonna use them like so. Now our dexterity will go up in a while, but the matter of healing is now quite critical. I have 4 cursed Spensweeds, which I can bless with the holy water we have, so we will be okay for now. Yeah, that was a way too close. There we go. And in this game you will quite quickly learn to respect it, because you will die a lot. Okay, here's the vault. And apparently it's a mixed vault, so this might be a little dangerous. I'm gonna stay in this corridor here and lure the enemies here. And see what comes, and in case we have to fall back. Okay, there is a ghost. Now this is a super dangerous enemy for us because of their aging attack. So I'm gonna hit it with a rock from here if I can. I can't. Let's see if they didn't notice us yet, I think. Oh, and one more dangerous thing about the ghosts are they can pass through walls. They don't care about walls. So they might surprise us from if we are careless. And they will probably only require just a couple of hits to kill us, so have to be really careful here. And I'm trying to fight everything one at a time, because these are a bit more dangerous enemies. So you can see the frost giant is damaging us quite a bit. Do we have any? Okay, that was a wand of teleportation. That's actually super helpful for us. Now, this is a little dangerous, so I might just fall back. Because I have wand of teleportation, I can pick up some useful stuff in 4th down with it, if it has enough charges. Actually, we do have a potion of, actually 4 potions of booze. Yeah, we can definitely get enough charges for our wand of teleportation. We just have to hope that it doesn't get destroyed. Yeah, since I am already here, I am going to go down and through the animated forest and then come back. This vault can wait. Because, well, this frost giant is apparently too tough for us. Cannot damage it with the rocks. And in melee it might kill us. Oh, and the range attack also does quite a bit of damage, so let's just run away for now. And yeah, I'm pretty sure we can make it through the forest. We have one more spell suite, and we have that wand of teleportation for emergencies, and we can bless some booze and dip them, or dip the wand of teleportation in a potion of booze, so we will get some charges for it. Now, because we don't, I think it's maybe because we don't have concentration, or maybe it's because of the class of barbarian. It doesn't show us how many charges there are in the wand, but a blessed potion of boost should give us at least 2 to, I think it's 2 to 4, so it'll be okay. Now, this is an interesting place. It is full of animated trees. They are mostly uncaring, so like neutral. If you bump into them, they will turn hostile, and there are some hostile trees around. But if we are careful, we can pretty safely cross. Now there is a special location here. There is a fungal cave, but we cannot enter it because of the Lithium Man challenge. We are limited to only staying in the main dungeon. Also, one one thing to note of the animated forest is that if you use any sort of fire spell here, all of the forest will turn hostile. So do not use fire unless you really want to turn the whole forest hostile. Which is sometimes useful for item farming if you are strong enough to kill a lot of trees. Yeah, this is a little bit of slow going. I have to wait for them to move. I don't want to bump into them to make unnecessary amounts of trees hostile. But usually it shouldn't take... Okay, there I made a mistake and hit a tree. I think it's a bit easier to travel. Here we can see the stair leading downwards to the fungal caves. But we cannot enter it if we want to complete the Lithium Man challenge. No. So if we had a reliable means of digging, we could dig our way through the forest. These walls are diggable and you could make a tunnel. We don't have any means of digging, sadly. Also, it would take a lot of digging to make that tunnel because this room is quite large. We can kill them pretty easily with Berserk mode, but we also take quite a bit of damage, so that's a bit too dangerous. So I'm gonna try and take it a little bit easier and a little bit more careful. Okay, there is a giant. We'll try to avoid it. And now we have to get north to the downstairs. Now when I come back, I'm gonna just use teleport because there is a high chance that the stairs up are not occupied by a tree. So now we go down and we have completed the quest to venture beyond the animated forest. Now I am thinking of should I just retreat and play it extra safe, or should I do a little bit of exploring here? I can use the Spence Weed, so we are quite okay with health wise, but we are now getting quite deep for our level and equipment, so it might become a little dangerous very quickly if we are unlucky. Just checking if there was a... No, there was no level message here. Or at least no guaranteed vault or anything, or tension room. Keep training the sling skill. Probably not gonna go down further than this level. We'll see what happens. Oh, a plate mail. This might be good. I'm not gonna risk wearing it without identifying because it might be auto locking, which means auto cursing. The wand of teleportation is a really good find, because we already do have teleport control, so we can make much use of it. Just have to hope we don't step into a acid trap or something and it gets destroyed. We don't really have any means of detecting traps right now, so those are also a quite big danger for us. Yeah, if we keep running into these kind of basic mobs, then we are completely okay. Okay, there's Kelavaster, the Dying Sage. Now he's a sage who came down to the dungeon to try and stop the forces of chaos, but he has failed. We don't really want to talk to him yet, because if you can save his life, there are some very nice bonuses related to that, so... And that would require finding a amulet of life saving, and we definitely don't have that yet, so I'll leave him alone now. And he's also standing on the downstairs, or I guess he would be lying down. But anyway, this is as far as we can go right now. Which is fine, because it was getting a little bit dangerous. I'm gonna hop up to the Dwarven Hall, so in case I ever traverse these halls, I will know where the downstairs is when I'm coming from the other direction. And now we go back. And I'm just going to teleport. Oh, we did not have. Okay, I guess I confused a couple characters. My other troll character got teleport control, we did not. Oh well. At least we got some way closer to the stairs. Yeah, then we still need to be on the lookout for blink dogs. Oh, it's not too bad, we are quite safe. Just have to hope that they don't block us too much. There's 3 hostile trees on me now, but okay, I got around them. This can get a little bit annoying. It's quite slow going sometimes. But we are doing quite okay. Wasn't too bad. Yep. Just go up and then we can kill these trees one at a time. It should not be too hard. And we also get a level up. I'm gonna put some points in swimming because I forgot earlier to do that. It'll help us a bit with the river. Okay, a talent. Now, as a troll, we're not gonna be leveling up too good. I guess healthy would be a smart choice because we are lacking the healing skill. Yeah, I'm just gonna pick up healthy. So now we can regenerate a little bit faster. Now we can have another go at the vault. I'm just gonna try and find the frost giant and see if I could take it down so I don't have to be afraid of it anymore. Now, I'm debating if I should actually do a little trick, because the Chaos Lizard will use bolt attacks, and if I am like this, the bolt will hit the cat and kill the cat, and it is not considered me killing the cat. But there is a danger the Chaos Lizard might use a acid bolt, which might damage us quite a bit and also destroy our equipment. See, I'm gonna try and kill the giant. I think it's a little bit too tough for us still. And we do not have a any means of using fire against it. Being a frost giant, they are very vulnerable to fire. You could easily kill it with a wand of fire or fireballs. Unfortunately, we have no such things, so I think I'm just gonna let... No, wait, I'm just gonna teleport it away. And then... let's hope that the Chaos Lizard does not kill us. Okay, it does 21 damage with fire. Yeah, it is too risky. It is way too risky. Now let's... back off a little bit. I'm gonna take the cat to this level so it's easier to trap it somewhere. And I'll deal with it later. And now I'm gonna heal up a bit. Don't really have any means of doing that other than waiting. But with the healthy talent we... yeah, we are healing much faster. Let's take care of this Chaos Lizard. There we go. And I'm gonna check out if... okay, there are giants. Yeah, this is just too risky for us now, so I'm gonna go back to Dwarf Town. And I'll check quickly my stats. Dexterity is increasable and also learning. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go back to Dwarf Town and maybe even back to the big room for some herbs. We don't die a silly death, maybe. Like we almost already did. Is that a karmic lizard? Yes. You should not hit karmic lizards in melee because they will curse you and even doom you if you do that. Because of the karmic backlash, so ranged is preferred against them. Same with rust monsters, they will... a rust monster, for example, could destroy our amulet of free action because it is already rusty. Now I have to remember to remove the rust from that amulet, and hopefully one of the potions is a oil of rust removal. If you use a blessed oil or an oil of rust removal on an iron item, it will be coated with the oil and become rust proof. Yeah, that was a little bit too exciting, a little bit too dangerous for now. I think the main thing we are missing is a good weapon, and if we do get crowned, barbarians have excellent crowning gifts that are weapons, so if we are a little bit lucky we might get an amazing weapon. But we do need that means of digging first to utilize these altars, because all of the altars, both of the altars I found are annoyingly positioned in the corners, so I cannot lure monsters over them. Okay, safely back in Dwarftown. Let's see how much it costs to remove the rust. No, we do not want... oh, I have to unequip it. 300 gold, not too bad. Okay, let's remove the rust. Also, let's see... do we have any keys yet? No, still no keys. I'm not gonna bother with the... I don't have a good place to store items yet. Now, you could just leave them on a random floor and... well, monsters will pick them up, but when you kill the monsters you will get them, they will drop them, so... but it's annoying to keep chasing after your equipment. I'm gonna spend last of my gold on this last learning increase, and when it hits 5 I can use the Crystal of Knowledge to increase it further. And we will get the first reward. And we get a Wand of Fireballs. This is very useful for us. We can definitely take care of that Frost Giant with it. And we have a Blessed Scroll of Identify. I'm going to use it. See if we maybe got a little bit more, a little bit luckier with our items. I should also maybe remove the rust from the Helm of Leadership. It is a quite okay item, well, at least compared to what we have found and what we have. But quickly I will sell. Okay, the Mithril Plate Mail is actually really nice for us now. Good. We are getting stronger. Also the Girdle will help us. The Amulet of Protection I'm not gonna use because, well, I will save it because if I get paralysis resistance from somewhere else I can switch to the Protection Amulet and we get even more protection value. Okay, no good weapons. And the Scythe, as I said before, is not really a useful weapon. It has other uses. Okay, these can all be sold. Shortbow I will keep so I can start training up some bow skill. I have a Spear of Returning. Well, I probably won't be using that. The Boomerang skill I might train up a little bit because there are some quite good artifact boomerangs, so if we get lucky and find one, we already have some skill in it. And sell the SIs. That should be quite a bit of money for us. Yeah, still no means of digging. And no good weapons, but at least we do get quite an upgrade to our armor. That's 4 points better, yeah. I think our protection value will go up quite a bit. We can also use the thick gauntlets to get even more protection value. Oh, actually, did we have... Yeah, we have 2 slings of accuracy. That's actually pretty nice. I will not sell the other one yet, in case the other one gets destroyed. Okay, now the third quest of the Ancient Dwarf is to clear an ogre cave below Dwarf Town, and we cannot enter that location because it is not part of the main dungeon. I think it's considered another location, so we would lose the achievement, I think. So I'm not gonna go there. Now that I have a Wand of Teleportation, I could actually go and become a champion of the arena. I don't have to be worried about killing cats because I can teleport them away. And being champion of the arena has one very nice benefit. We get a artifact weapon as a prize, and if we trade that weapon to a weapon master here in Dwarf Town, they will teach us some very useful skills that will help us a lot, especially because we are a melee-oriented character. Yeah, that's the next plan for sure. Now, it is a shame about the river, though. We have to cross it again. I'm gonna drop our scrolls here. I think I'll spend a little bit of time in the big room in hopes of finding a means of digging. But now One thing I did not think of is that the Amulet of Reaction is gonna get rusted again when I cross the river. Or at least probably will. It might not, but we would have to be pretty lucky for that not to happen. Is there anything else? Well, the weapons and shield are mithril and adamantium, so those will be fine. Helm of Leadership is... yeah. And we do not have a waterproof blanket to protect our inventory items. There is a item called Waterproof Blanket and also a Fireproof Blanket those will protect your inventory items from water and fire. But no such luck yet. Okay, I'm just gonna have to risk it again. Okay, easily swim. There goes the Wand of Teleportation. Apparently that is also made out of iron. That is quite unlucky. I really do not want to lose the Wand of Teleportation. It is an amazing item for us. Scroll shop can wait. I don't want to cross this river any more times than I have to. And hopefully when I'm coming back I will have a means of digging so I can open up those stairs. It's really a nasty place for them to be. But overall we have been pretty lucky, I guess. Well, we survived with 1 hit point, so I cannot complain really about anything on this run anymore. And we have 25 of protection value, so we should be quite safe in the big room now. And we can try and get some more herbs. And our amulet did not get rusted, so all in all we are doing quite fine. Now, okay, slings are level 5, so I'm gonna push it to level 6 as fast as I can, so I can start training other missile skills. For example, it would be beneficial for us to train boomerangs, because each time you catch a returning missile, it'll train your dexterity a little bit, and eventually we will get an increase. So that is the smart thing to do now, I think, after I get level 6 in slings. And I'm fairly confident we can become champion of the arena with our current equipment. Now there is one pretty nasty end boss at the arena. It is a ogre mages with much more health than the regular ones, and that is actually a really dangerous enemy for us. But in theory we could teleport it away from the arena and win that way, and then just try to run away from it in the dungeon floor. But we just have to find out what happens, and I'm gonna do a little bit of farming here. Go and check all our herb formations, pick them up. And this was Curaria, I think. No, that was the antidote square. This is the Curaria. Those are much more important for us. And now train up the sling skill. Let's see how many marks we need. Only 14. Okay, so that's gonna happen really quickly. And then we can start boomeranging. That is maybe not a word in the English language. Ooh. Are we faster? Oh, the same speed. Okay, I'm gonna try. Let's do a mighty blow. This is a special barbarian skill that I think we got it at level 6. We can deliver mighty blows, which cost more energy points, which means enemies close to us will get extra turns. But this should take care of the fire vortex easily if it hits. Well, I guess it had such low health that was a bit overkill, but Well, at least I got to use the special skill. Now I have to be careful I don't stand next to the herbs when there are enemies that can use fire or lightning or I guess acid also, but they will destroy the herb bushes and I would be sad. Now, even though our willpower is at the maximum, I'm still gonna gather some more gear roots because there are ways to increase this max value here with, for example, potions of potential willpower. So when we find those, we can again start increasing our willpower further with the herbs, so it's good to stock them. I also have to keep an eye on our food storage a little bit. Yeah, I think we're pretty safe food-wise. Probably no need to buy more cooked lizards in the arena, but well, just in case, I think I will anyway. I have the money for it. They are not too expensive. Now let's see if this herb formation over here gives us something useful, or if it's gone already. Okay, slings are level 6, so start using the boomerang. It's a little bit annoying to use because sometimes you can't catch it and you have to pick it up. Especially with our low dexterity, you probably won't be catching it all that often. So it's a little bit of an extra hassle, but it might be well worth it in the long run. Also might be a complete waste of time, but well, such is this game sometimes. And well, actually I should... Ooh, now I'm being careless again. I ran right next to a ghost bat, which is really dumb as a troll. And I can't seem to hit it with the boomerang. Yeah, I'm just gonna switch, because problem with the big room, if you start focusing on one mob like this and you cannot kill it quickly, the spawn rate will get you into a lot of trouble very quickly. As you can see, I have some raiders and I have some summoners, so I'm gonna retreat, take some of them with me. Let's wait a couple turns here so they surround me, and I'm just keeping an eye out that nothing really super dangerous comes with us, and now we can take care of these mobs much safer. And then we go back and repeat, but I would really like to kill the bat, yes. Now we are much safer. First gonna kill the... Ooh, there's an ankeg. This monster here is a bit dangerous for us. It will spit acid. We do not have acid resistance. Acid causes item destruction, or can cause quite a lot of it. So that's our priority, but I'm gonna go... down. Okay, it's on the right there. Okay, we killed it before it had time to spit. So no worries there. Now I don't think anything else here is all that dangerous, so we can just pass them. Like so. trying to get back to the herb formation. Pick up some stuff to sell. Pick up these herbs. And these ones. Hey, stop shooting arrows at us. I can pick up the herbs. Now if I had a means of digging, I could pacify this room. Yeah, you could do that with doors and ones of door creations too, but that's a bit dangerous because some mobs can spawn that can break down doors, so digging a tunnel is much safer. Well, if I ever do find enough stuff to dig with, then I can show how to pacify this room, but for now it is a nice source of for farming. Too bad about the cats though. Plain blanket is of no use to us. Do I have a rat corpse? I do. One was not enough to pacify it. Okay, now I already have a cat on this floor. I trapped it in that corridor there. I'm gonna take this one here. Ah, too slow. Let's try that again. Okay, I'm getting hungry again. Let's see, yeah, got it. And back we go. And more herbs. I hope I could still find some stomophilia herbs. Okay, this is unchanged. I wonder if it's such a formation that will stay like this, and if you break it, it will wither away. But if that is the case, then we can pick up some. Okay, there's a stomophilia line. That's great. If they keep growing back, I'm not sure about this formation. They might not ever grow back. Nothing really useful other than the stomophilia. I'm gonna wait here a bit to see if the formation changes. I do have 5 holy water. I could actually now. What was this herb? Okay, that's a antidote line, and this is a pepper petal, which can be used for healing, and this line is for the stomophilia. So if I could save a formation on these 2 lines, that would be excellent. So I think I'm gonna risk using holy water here. Does not seem to be such a waste because the reward is quite good. So I'm gonna pour holy water on the ground and try to spawn a herb bush. No such luck. Okay, one more time. No. Oh well. I think it was worth the risk, but quite unlucky here because there is a 33% chance, I think, for it to spawn. Well, win some, lose some. Now we should be able to find a decent amount of holy water anyway, but well, I am a little bit sad about that. Because the stomophilia would really solve all of our food problems for the rest of the game. Oh, we do have a amulet of reaction. Why am I running away? Oh, and back to the boomerang. Oh, the boomerang got destroyed. We have another one. Yes, we have a strange stick. That is a boomerang. Now each time we do manage to catch it, it'll train our dexterity a little bit. Well, as you can see, it's quite annoying to use with such low dexterity. Yeah, I think it's not really worth the trouble. You can increase our dexterity with herbs anyway until 26, so not that our maximum is only 16 now. I think I'm not gonna bother with the boomerang. Switch to bows instead. So we have this +4 short bow. Oops, not as a missile weapon, please. And 36 arrows. Oh, right, and now we can actually use this. Okay, so our learning score is 5. We used the Crystal of Knowledge. And we are extremely unlucky. It did not increase our learning at all. At learning 5, that is quite unlucky. The chance goes lower the higher your learning score is, but at 5 it should be pretty high. So that's quite unlucky. Oh well. We are over it already. And I'm gonna go to the arena, and then I'm gonna cut the episode there. And next time we will become champions of the arena, and then maybe we will come back to this room to do some more farming in hopes of finding some means of digging. Okay, let's first take care of this fire vortex so I don't forget it and run straight into it when I come back. There we go. We are progressing quite nicely with all our skills. Just need some better items and we will be very powerful very quickly. If I could get crowned, that would help us tremendously at this point in the game. Here we are in the arena. Now I'm just gonna check. Yes, I still have the wand of teleportation. Now, one of these wands might be a digging wand, but I'm gonna check them next time. I'm gonna go to the arena entrance here, and I will just do one fight to show you what it is and what we are gonna be doing next time. The mobs in the arena have quite a lot of more health than their normal counterparts, but they do not really hit any harder, so it's just takes more hits to kill them. And we get some experience, and we also get money from all the fights after the first one. This is like a initiation fight or something to make sure we are strong enough to fight in the arena. Okay, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.